class. Today I'm going to go over your writing and science for the day, okay? Because they go together, okay? So for writing, you're going to write about the animal you choose to watch on the webcam. And that is where science comes in, okay? You must do your science first in order to have an animal to write about. Okay, so I'm going to click here where it says watch a webcam from the San Diego Zoo. Okay, I'm going to click on this. It's going to take me to slide 13, live webcams, okay? And we're going to click on this link. Okay, once I'm on this link, I'm going to scroll down and find an animal that you want to watch. You're going to click on the live cam to watch the animal at the San Diego Zoo. Okay, you can also then go through and explore the website to learn more about animals, play the games, and read stories. Okay, so I'm going to take you to that website right now. So we're going to click on this link. Okay, and it's going to take you to the page that has the live webcams of the different animals at the zoo. Okay, so you get to pick which one you want to watch. Okay, and maybe, you pick a few different ones that you're interested in. Okay, but think of one that after looking at a few different ones, you're like, oh, I really like this animal. Okay, that will be the animal that you'll end up writing about. Okay, so you can learn about the animal through watching their webcam. Okay, you can also, if you're like, I want to get a little bit more information on the animal I chose, you can go up here where it says animals. Okay, and then you get to click on that animal and it'll tell you more information about that animal. Okay, more detailed information, and they have all kinds. Okay, so videos is where you will start, right, with the live webcams. Okay, there are also more videos on the animals too, but I want you to start by picking a live cam of an animal. Okay, and then if you'd like, you can go through and learn more about it by clicking on animals. Okay, so after you've watched your animal for a little while, you then should be ready to write about them. Okay, so I'm going to model for you a writing. Okay, I clicked on the elephant cam and I was watching this for a little while. And so now I'm going to write about it. Okay, so let me switch my screen. Okay, so today, as I mentioned, you're going to pick the animal, right, from one of those webcams, and you're going to write about them, telling me some things you learned about them. Okay, but as we do our writing, right, it's always still important to remember you need your beginning sentence, right? Your first sentence should be telling us what you're going to write about. Okay, so, and I call this the green sentence. I'm going to say, I am going to tell, and I don't think I have room there, so I'm going to go down here and see as I'm writing, see how I'm having spaces, right? If you are someone that forgets sometimes, use your finger, okay? I'm going to tell you about elephants. Okay, and then when I'm done with my first sentence, I put a period. I'm going to tell you about elephants. Okay, now I'm going to base my writing solely on what I watched in the webcam. Okay, also, like I said, you can explore the website to learn more about the animals, but just pretty much tell me what you learned, right, from the webcam, from the website. Okay, so what I learned was that elephants, just by looking at the webcam, I could see that they had big ears and a long trunk. So I'm going to write that, elephants, and I'm starting the sentence, so I do a capital E. Oh, kind of ran out of room there. Elephants have big ears and a long trunk. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to put a period. That's the end. Now, I want to mention something. Remember when we're in the classroom, okay, and I told you, right, if you're on a word and you don't know how to spell it, remember, sound it out, tap out the sounds, and write the sounds you hear, okay? Even though you're at home, and you have your parents to tell you how to spell words and you can look up how to spell words, I still encourage you to sound your words out and write them how they sound to you. Okay, remember, you're in first grade, right? Your writing does not have to be perfect spelling. Okay, I just want you to be able to express yourself. So please make sure that you sound out your words and write them how they sound to you if you don't know how to spell them. Okay, now, of course, the animal words you can always get from the website on how to spell those, because some of those are pretty big words. Okay, so I did my first yellow sentence. Now I need 2 more details about elephants that I've learned. Okay, so I'm going to say they use their long trunk to pick up food. That's what I noticed when I was watching it. They were actually eating grass and they were using their trunk to pick it up. I thought that was really interesting. So they use their trunk to pick, and instead of just saying pick up food, I'm going to add more detail, say specifically what it was, to pick up grass to eat. And I'm going to continue on the back side. Okay. To eat, and then a period. And I want to make sure I put my yellow dot. Okay, put my yellow dot here. That shows that I have 2 yellow sentences, 2 detailed sentences. Now I'm on to my third detailed sentence. Okay. All right, now just by watching them for a little bit, I noticed that they are a very strong animal, right? I saw one of them able to pick up a block by using their trunk. So I thought that was very impressive and that they must be very strong animals. Okay, so I'm going to write that. They. And again, I can always go back and use the word elephants. You want to refer back to your animal too, right? They are very strong and can pick blocks up with their trunk. Okay, and then put a period. Now, I want to point out how this is all one sentence. Okay, I didn't stop it here and start a new sentence with and, right? I'm continuing it. Remember, and can be used to continue a sentence. It should not be used to start a sentence. So remember that when you're doing your writing, do not start sentences with and. Okay, it can be part of a sentence like this one here, but it should not be the start of it. Okay, so there's my third yellow sentence. And as always, right, you can always write more than 3 details, but that is what is required, at least 3 details. Now, my final sentence is going to be my red sentence. That means that's my closing sentence, okay? And pretty much you're just summing up what you wrote about, right? So I'm going to say, now you know? And, there's a lot to know about elephants. So I'm not going to say you know all about elephants. I'm going to say now you know some facts about elephants. And I want to point out, see how I'm not capitalizing elephants, right? It's not a proper noun, so it should not be capitalized. The only time I capitalized this word was when I started the sentence with the word elephants. Okay, all animals they're not capitalized when you write them because they are just common nouns. Unless it was a specific type of elephant, right? Like the Asian elephant or the African elephant, then that would be capitalized. But just saying elephants, it's not capitalized. Okay, it's a common noun. All right, so I did my 5 sentences. And as always, right, when you're done, you go back to the beginning and you reread all of your sentences. Okay, and you check for punctuation, you check for capital letters, okay, you check to make sure all your sentences make sense, and you check to make sure there's spaces. I am going to tell you about elephants. Elephants have big ears and a long trunk. They use their trunk to pick up grass. To eat, they are very strong and can pick blocks up with their trunk. Now you know some facts about elephants. Okay, so as I read it, right, I go through, make sure there's capital letters. Okay, make sure there's spaces between my words. Make sure each sentence makes sense and it's about the same topic, right? You noticed every sentence was about elephants. Okay, so whatever animal you pick, that's what you write about. You shouldn't be writing about a different animal on every sentence, right? You pick one animal and you write about it in your whole paragraph. Okay? All right. Well, if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. And I hope you enjoy learning about animals this week and writing about them.